Hi my dear student, today we will discuss chapter 2 complex number exercise 2.4 question number 6. We want to find out the least positive integer n for which the complex number is given root 3 plus I whole power n. We want to represent root 3 plus I whole power n which is purely real and which is purely imaginary. Okay, according to the n value. Your n value is a least positive integer, they said. In this case, your complex number converted into polar form, then you can find the value of n. It will be very comfortable. Okay. Now let us see how to find out polar form with respect to the complex number. Let us find the polar form. Let us take the given complex number root 3 plus I equal to r into cos theta plus I sin theta. We want to find out the value of r and theta in this case. How to calculate r? Very first, equate real and imaginary parts. R cos theta plus I times r sin theta, which is equal to root 3 plus I. Equate real and imaginary parts. What is the real part? R cos theta will be root 3 and imaginary part I coefficient. R sin theta will be 1. R can be calculated. R equal to square root of real part square plus imaginary part square. R can be calculated, listen, R can be calculated square root of sum of the square of real part and imaginary part. Here the real part is root 3 whole square and the imaginary part is 1 square. It will be root 3 into root 3, 3, 1 square, 1, 3 plus 1, 4. Square root of 4 will be 2. This is the value of R. When you substitute here, cos theta will be root 3 by, this 2 comes here, root 3 by 2. Sin theta will be 1 divided by 2. In this case, your sin theta and cos theta are positive. Sin theta and cos theta are positive in first quadrant. First quadrant. Therefore, your theta value is positive. Sin theta equal to half. When it will come, sin 30 will be half. At the same time, what is cos 30? Root 3 by 2. It satisfies both the value. So, in this case, theta lies in first quadrant, which is positive. Directly you can find the value of theta. Sin theta will be half when 30 degree. Cos theta will be root 3 by 2 when it will be 30 degree. So theta equal to pi by 6. Therefore, see, root 3 plus I is your complex number, which is equal to 2 into cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6. This is what your polar form with respect to your complex number. See, but what is given? You want to find out the least value of the positive integer n. Where is n appear? The power of the complex number. So, root 3 plus I whole power n. When you raise the power n, you want to raise here also. It will be 2 power n cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6 whole power n. Now, I can use De Moivre's theorem. I can multiply this n directly to the argument. Argument is nothing but your theta. So n pi by 6 plus I sin n pi by 6. Got it? I'll repeat. The given complex number is root 3 plus I whole power n. Your root 3 plus I is 2 times cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6. I want to raise the power n because that is what given. So 2 power n and cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6 whole power n. By De Moivre's theorem, I can multiply this n to the argument. So cos n pi by 6 plus I sin n pi by 6. Case 1, which is real. What is mean by real? The complex number root 3 plus I whole power n, which is will be 2 power n cos n pi by 6 I sin n pi. Purely real means there is no imaginary part. In your imaginary part, you have sin n pi by 6. See the sine curve. It will be like this and it will go, etc. This is sin 0, 0, sin 90, sin 180. So, sin theta will be 0 at 0 and the next level is 180 degree. But they are asking least positive integer. So, I cannot choose 0 here. So, it will be 180 degree. So this will be 180 degree. When this n pi by 6 become 180 degree, when you put n as 6, 6 cancel, I can get pi. So if n equal to 6, root 3 plus I whole power 6, 2 power 6 cos 6 pi by 6 I sin 6 pi by 6. Replace my n equal to 6. So root 3 plus I whole power 6 equal to 2 power 6 cos 6 pi by 6 I sin 6 pi by 6. 6 cancel. 6 cancel. 2 power 6. What is cos pi? Cos 180 degree minus 1. Sin 180 degree 0. So it will be 0, it will be minus 1. What is 2 power 6? 64 with minus. So when you substitute n equal to 6, you are getting root 3 plus I whole power 6x minus 64. There is no I term, which is purely real. So in this case, the least positive integer n to become real is 6. Next. Second case, imaginary. Imaginary means there is no real part. In this case, root 3 plus I whole power n 2 power n cos n pi by 6. I need this one must be vanished. Okay, see the cosine curve. It will go like this. Cos 0 degree 1. Cos 90 degree it will be 0. Cos 90 degree it will be 0. So I need 90 degree here. I need 90 degree here. So what will become, what value of n will satisfy 3? When you substitute n equal to 3, it becomes pi by 2. So for imaginary, if n equal to 3, what happens? Root 3 plus I whole power 3, 2 power 3, cos 3 pi by 6, I sin 3 pi by 6. What is 2 power 3? 8. Cancel here 2 times. So what is cos 90? Cos 90 is 0. What is sin 90? 1. So 1 into I. It will be 8i. So in this case, there is no real part. Only it contains imaginary part, which is called as purely imaginary. What is mean by purely real? Purely real means there is no imaginary part. Purely imaginary means there is no real part. That is the meaning. Is it clear? So in this case, when you substitute the least positive integer n, which is 3, when you substitute here, it gives 8i, which is purely real. Got it?